Hey, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First off, once you call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and byways, preaching and teaching His word in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Shapal with a quick lesson today, and this lesson is based upon these churches and based upon the persecution to come, and to show that look, these men have nothing to be persecuted of, or what if persecution is going to come, what are these men going to be found guilty of to be persecuted of? These men are not speaking against the state, all of these men, including the leaders of our people, men, all right, are in line with the society. See? So but the main thing is that your persecution, comes from the doctrine, this doctrine of ours, and we're going at some history, and we're going at scripture, and we're showing, man, who are the men of the Lord, man, because if the men are, if Yahweh was supposed to walk the earth now, the question is which set of people would he be rebuking, or which set of people would be in line with, and all of these men, if you go into these men backstory, you can see the characteristics of these men really add up. These men are not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua not dealing with these men. We say Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is speaking about the Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, alright, and his son, whose name is Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, Yahweh, the Father, who the world ignorantly called God or Jehovah. Those are their names in the Hebrew, right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites, speaking about you, so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, Hispanics, you're from the nation of Israel, man, alright? See? So, scripture I want to get into is Matthew 5. Alright, Matthew 5 on verse 11. Alright, so this is Matthew 5. Alright, on verse, it's like Matthew 5 and verse 11. It's blessed are ye when men, alright, shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Alright, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. So persecute they the prophets which were before you. Alright, and the reason why these prophets that was before us was persecuted, because they came up against matter of fact, let me get it in the book of Jeremiah, saying because the prophets give through this word give the Romans hell back then. Alright, and in this dispensation of time, we're in the second leg of the Roman captivity, man. Alright, and we're still giving them hell through the word, man. So that's what we're going to be persecuted for. Now when you look on the doctrine of Christianity, is Christianity giving the heads of the government and whosoever the powers that be, are they a threat to their society or to their new world order or to whatever it may be? No, man, these men are in line. So that's how you know the prophets, man. Scripture said the spirits of the prophets are subjected unto the prophet. So this is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. So the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of wars and of evil and of pestilence. Alright, the prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries, alright, of wars, alright, and of rumors of wars and of pestilence, man. You know what I mean? Saying, because look, when a prophet comes to deliver a message, it's not supposed to be sweet, man. Alright, but going back to Matthew, where it say these men were persecuted, man, right, for speaking against countries and speaking against the laws of the society. Alright, and in a this time span, right, we being the prophets out there speaking the same thing which these prophets speak before are going to be persecuted just the same. Alright, so we're going the Matthew and look at the word persecute, you know. So let me bring it up on the screen a minute. Gone. So it's a blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, right, and say all manner of evil against you, falsely for my name's sake. Let's look up the word persecute. Alright. Alright. They say to make, to run or flee. Alright, to put to flight, to drive away. Alright. Now you're looking at these churches and these institutions, man. These men are not rallying anything against the powers that be. Right? See, these men are not speaking against the one world order, man. Right? This new world order. All of these things where the government put in place if it come against our people. These men are not speaking these things, man. Ask Christianity how them all get persecuted. They don't believe in a persecution, right? Because them say what? Them saved already. You know? Who are going to persecute? What are they going to be persecuting? Them not teach the truth. What are they going to be persecuted of? You know? See? So, to run, to put to flight, man, to drive away. Right, to run swiftly in order to catch person or thing. Or to run. Look, the scripture say we're supposed to be as pilgrim upon the earth, man. We're going to be, look, we are going to be chased. You know what I mean? We are going to be searched for, see? Because we are a threat. The elite of this society know that, right? And we know that, man. But the 2/3 of our people, including your pastors and your heads of government, them don't understand, man. This truth is above these men. They don't understand. Say it's a thing from it's all about the birthright, man. Where Jacob get and Esau wanting that birthright, man. You know. So it's bigger than 2/3 of our people, man. The understanding is above your pastors, man. You know. It's alright, so to press on. So let's go down. So to persecute in a hostile manner. To be pursued. It's like to be pursued in a hostile manner. Right? And a lot of them will kill a lot of brothers, man. Right? It's called scripture in Revelation say John saw the swords of them that were beheaded for this truth. So a lot of us will be put under that guillotine for this truth, man. See? The Christians now, look, you Christians don't have a resistance against the government. They are under a 501c3 contract, which say that they can't preach anything against the state. As a matter of fact, the state are going to use your Christians and the heads of government to implement, you know what I mean, them new world order or whatsoever they want to implement to the masses. Saying because this truth or have is not of man, man. It's of Yahweh, washing Yahweh, man, through the Spirit. Alright? So in any way whatsoever to harass, trouble, molest one. Alright? See? And hey, trust me. So it's said to persecute, alright, to be mistreated, to suffer persecution, right, on account of something. On account of what? On account of this truth, man. Right, because scripture said, look, this word is like a so let me get that. So let me get that real quick. This is one minute. Alright, this is Hebrews 4 and verse 12. It said, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of souls and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thought and intent of the heart. See? So these things cut his heart to the spirit, man. He knows the things that we are saying. Alright? He knows that we have the truth, man. And that's why it hurt him, and that's why he's going to persecute us. Not these Christians, because Christian is in line with the world, right? and with society say follow after. We're going right all the way down. To seek after eagerly, earnestly, right? Endeavor to acquire, right? All right. See, and so we get most of the so to follow after, to give in to, suffer, right? These are it's a key word, right? To suffer, right? To persecute, persecution, to what, right? To suffer. Look, these men now have nothing to suffer, man. All right, let's get back. All right. So as I was saying, these men have and women, you know, have nothing to suffer or to face persecution about, man. All right. See. So a matter of fact, when the prophets, as I read the scripture in Jeremiah 28 and 8, the prophets prophesy against many kingdoms, you know what I mean, and the scripture in Matthew where we read, you realize that these things don't take very well with the heads of government of this society, man. See, we are considered as a threat, right? We're considered as the act of treason, speaking against your government, all right, and telling them that them kingdom are gonna fall. See, but this message of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not of us, man. See, and whenever a prophet come, right, and prophesying the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to a wicked society such as this one, is never something good, man. See, I will get an account. This is 1 Kings verse 5, 1 Kings 22, Salakia, and verse 5. We'll just jump through get the point. See, and Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray thee, that at the word of the Lord today. And then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, saying, about 400 men, and said unto them, Shall I go up against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for the Lord shall deliver thee into the hands of the king. And here you have prophets who men consider to be prophets, man, right? Which are, as you can see on the screen, right, and many others. But you have true men of the Lord, man, which Yahweh Bashim Yahushua deal with, right? Verse 7, and Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of the Lord beside, right, that we might inquire? So you have prophets, right, and you have prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know what I mean? Because you have men that will come and preach and say things, because prophesy basically means to say before. You know what I mean? So if you are saying things that are to come, that means that you're a prophet, right? And if you're not saying the things that are to come through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which he told you to say is to come, then you're a false prophet. Alright? Saying, continuing verse 8, and said, the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Yet, he said, there is yet one man, right, Micaiah, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him. Alright? I hate him, for he doeth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. Alright? Seeing, so the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua was hated, man. These men were not prophets to be loved, because they were the bearer of bad news in a wicked society. You now have prophets come and telling you things about prosperity, man. And when we're looking at this society, wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Just say the scripture, man. Alright? See? And these things, the reason why we understand these things, man, is because, look, we believe, you know, and the reason why we can call about these things through the scriptures, right, through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the Lord has put his spirit on men, so men can bring out these things, man, to you people. You know, it's not of our will, you know, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will work it through us, you know, to bring out all of these things so people can get edified. And we don't have to be there back in our history for really go through things and for really, you know, we read the scripture and we believe, so therefore we bring these things to the front. So this is Romans 10 and verse 10. It says, for with the heart of man believeth unto righteousness. Right? And the heart, go back to the word, Hebrew word love, which means the mind. So in the mind you believe it unto the righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So we believe, therefore we speak. Right? And the Lord basically is one wherein the Lord send forth spirits for really sup with brothers, man, and the spirit is only on the men or the potential elect of the nation of Israel, man, right? Not on your pastors, alright, because they don't believe that persecution will come, man, right? And all these parts of speech is a blessing plan, you know what I mean, and speak smooth things, as the scripture says, man. See? So, hey, you know, basically the point has been made. You know, persecution only come through the word. Yahweh Bashim El Shaiman. There's a scripture I want enough with. Alright, this is St. John 7 verse 7. Alright, and it reads, say, the world cannot hate you, but it hated me. Alright, it's like, let me read that again. St. John 7 verse 7 said, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, right, that the works thereof are evil. You know what I mean? And that's where the persecution is going to come, right? Even these men, I'll come after us, our family, you know what I mean? I'll come against us. The state will come against us, just like the fathers of old, men, just like our forefathers, because what we testify of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not of this world, man, but these men are of this world, and this doctrine with these men are spirit is of this world, man. Saying so, with that wants to call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Akakudash, the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.